Let's talk about the Desert Eagle for a little bit and why this is really one of the most accurate semi-auto pistols that I've ever fired. Now, I'm doing this to give you guys some information because when I first started firing one of these some years ago, I really didn't realize why I felt that the gun was so accurate for me. I'm holding one of these Desert Eagles in 50 cal years ago. It's big, it's bulky, it's harder to get a grip on. It's very heavy, and yet I'm shooting at a target down range, and I'm hitting shots as good as I would be with something like a Glock 9mm. And I didn't realize why, and I left the range kind of scratching my head and thinking, I thought I was going to have fun with the Desert Eagle, but I didn't expect to hit, the broadside of a barn. So later on down the line, when I got to know these guns a little bit better, I come to figure some things out and why these guns are so accurate, and that's what I'd like to tell you about and give you some information on. Now, some guys say that these are a novelty, some guys don't. I don't feel that they're a novelty. In the right hands, with the right shooter, you hold these things right, they work, they're accurate, they're reliable, and I love the Desert Eagles. That's just my opinion, but that's the way I feel about it. But there are some things, though, that make this a very accurate gun. So one of the facts of this gun is this is a semi-auto pistol that's built more like a rifle internally, and we're going to go over what I mean by that. As you can see here, when we open the slide of the Desert Eagle, the bolt is built in the same configuration as an AR-15 M16 platform. It has the locking lugs that lock into the barrel here, and as this gun is fired, there is no movement in the barrel. The barrel stays totally still like a bolt-action rifle. Now, when this gun fires, the pressure to rack the slide and chamber another round is driven by a piston that regulates the gas pressure. There is too much pressure generated by this pistol to be a blowback design, like a Glock, an M&P, or any of your standard guns. So this uses a piston system, which is what a lot of rifles use, so it regulates the gas for the recoiling of the action. So when you combine that with the locking lugs that securely lock the round into place and no movement in a fixed barrel, see how the barrel never moves? You are making a combination for a very accurate platform in a handgun. So this is one of the few guns that in the pistol form is designed like a rifle. Let me give you an idea of some of the power characteristics of a Desert Eagle. So the 50 cal Desert Eagle, which is right here, this is my 24 karat gold plated 44 Magnum. This is the brushed chrome in 50 AE. Now the 50 AE round at 100 yards out has the same ballistics as a 45 ACP at the muzzle when it's fired. When this is 100 yards out, that's the kind of power we're talking about out of a 50 AE round. The 44 Magnum, you can look up a lot of things on that. This does have a long enough 6-inch barrel to get the full capacity, so to speak, out of that round. And yeah, guys, I just love the Desert Eagles. Another thing also that makes these guns more accurate is the polygonal rifling in the barrel. That helps just a little bit. It's nothing major, but it is a little bit of something just to give you that little bit of an edge. Now, as we always say, guns are only as accurate as the shooter. But what I noticed, even at a very young age, that it doesn't really matter what level you're at when you shoot. You can still see what works more accurately for you than another gun. So even if you're not an expert shooter, like many years ago when I tried these out, I didn't shoot tons and all the time and every 5 times a week and all this stuff. Still, to me, the 50 cal Desert Eagle was printing on paper really, really well. And that's the reason why, guys. You got a fixed barrel. You got the locking lugs that are built on the same platform as an AR-15 M16. regulated by a gas piston non-blowback with a fixed barrel, polygonal rifling, all makes and helps aid and make this gun one accurate gun. I've got several different videos up of shooting Desert Eagles. I've not shot this 24 karat gold one yet. It's the only one that I haven't fired that I've owned. And it's just something that I really like. I've always wanted a 24 karat gold one. You don't see these too often out in the stores. And before I close this video out, guys, I would like to go ahead and give you some close-ups of these guns. Here with the 24 karat gold, 44 Magnum Desert Eagle. Now we'll check out the brushed chrome in 50 AE. There you go, guys. Two great examples of the Desert Eagle pistols. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Till next time, this is DOF, and I am out.